So many times the devil tries to turn me around. Keep pressing on, 'cause my soul is heavy bound. 'Cause my soul is heaven bound.
'Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Rundown. If you're depressed watching your favorite sports team on the football field, but you just can't stop buying their gear, then congratulations. You might be a Raiders fan. But listen, man, don't trip. I got the perfect thing for you, man. Here at the Rundown, we have partnered with Fanatics to bring the nation some of the freshest Raider gear that you can get your hands on. I'm talking jerseys, I'm talking hats, and you know it's starting to get chilly out here, so it's best to grab you some drip for the frosty season while you're at it as well. So tap the link in the description down below, get you some fresh gear, man. Support the channel at the same time. It's a dub for you, dub for me, even though we're not getting that many dubs on the field at the moment, man. So remember, man, tap the link down below in the description to get you some fresh Raiders gear from Fanatics. Now let's get back to the show. Man, what's going on with the people, man? What is the deal, man? You are back for another episode here of the Raider Rundown, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Make sure you guys are tapping on that like button, on that subscribe button for your regularly scheduled programming before we start everything and kick everything off, man. Appreciate everybody for being here as always, man. You know what it is. It's the day after the game, so we definitely got to do our little post-game rundown, man. What happened yesterday? What's some of the storylines that we got right from yesterday as well? So we're gonna go ahead and break some of that, all that down. Actually, you know, the Raiders went ahead and took another L. But you know what? I feel the best I felt as a fan is in some of the longest time, bro. I feel like there's a weight on my shoulder that's being lifted. Right. When you look at Tankathon and you look at all this shit, I immediately get happy. I don't even give a damn about the result about the game no more. Who cares? Who cares? What we care about now is the future and where we can go from here. And not only that, not only the draft picks, bro. There are draft picks from this year's class that we can actually look at from yesterday's performance and go forward with and be happy with. Who would have thought, right? Play the rookies, they might do something. But you know, the fans don't know what the fuck we talking about, right? We don't know what the fuck we saying. But either way we going, let's go ahead, let's get into it, man. Let's get into the first segment of the day, man, before we get into all that bullshit. Let's get into the... You already know what it is, man. We get into the roll call, man. Let's go ahead and tap in with my guy, Dominique, in the building, man. What's going on, big dog? Appreciate you for being here, as always, family. Look, hey, salute to you. And I know, look, you might be feeling as good as I am today, man. Hey, pause. But you already know what it is, man. Appreciate you for being here. Hey, Nick in the building. We so damn close to that number one pick. Oh, it's beautiful, ain't it? Just beautiful. Just beautiful. We're going to do some I need some history from some of my older Raider fans that are tuning in. When's the last time we had a number one pick? Was that Jamarcus? Was Jamarcus the last time that we had that number one? That's crazy, huh? That's crazy. Keto, what's the deal, big dog? Salute to my guy. Hey, and if you need some more content after this one, tune in about a couple hours, right? 2:00 Pacific time. Me and my dog Cheeto are going to go live for a State of the Nation, and we're going to talk about a little bit more rumors and things of that nature after this show as well. So tune in. Continue to tap in with us. Man, Mike, what's going on, man? My Blunts and Breakdowns co-host, man. Appreciate you for being here and tapping in, big dog. Cheeto, start picking. See, you getting ahead of yourself, bro. You getting ahead of yourself. Calm down, okay? I pray for Gino's health. All right, I want Gino as healthy as possible. Finish this goddamn season off, man. Get us that number one. That's what I'm talking about, man. More L's for more. Hey. Facts. We got to wait to see who declares, bro. You know, we already got some dominoes dropping. You know, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. As of course, we've been shouting it out. Our new show, man, Run Down You, talking about college ball and really getting into that, man. We really gonna deep dive into some of these prospects that are declaring for the NFL draft once we get into that. But of course, man, we waiting for the quarterback dominoes, right? We got to get the quarterback dominoes to fall and see who falls there. Victor, my Browns suck. Oh, dog. Hey, bro. Salute to you for being here, Browns fan. Whatever the fuck that was at the end of the game and that 2-point conversion, bro, Stefanski needs to be put down like old Yeller. His job needs to be gone, bro. And we'll talk about, speaking of old Yeller, it's funny we talk about that because our coach is definitely going to fall into that category. But as far as y'all, bro, that 2-point conversion, bro, that was horrid. Why he would take Shador out of the game, off the field, it boggles my mind. Who knows? Lord Rochitas in the building, man. What's going on, big dog? Appreciate you for being here. Greg, what's going on, Greg? Let's go Raiders. Another game closer to the number one draft pick. When some of the other Raider haters tell me we suck, I tell them I hope we suck even more than the Browns and Jets to get ourselves a QB. You goddamn right. You goddamn right, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful what we about to experience right now. Now we have the pick of the litter. We get whatever we want. Lord Rochitas, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the salute. The salute. Greg says now, what does he say, man? Now we can decide of Fernando, Dante Moore, but maybe we'll double dip on another mid-round QB shit. Hey, like I said, we got the pick of the litter, man. Pick of the litter. Jamarcus was the last number one. Ugly work, bro. That's nasty work. Won't let it deter me, though. Still getting the quarterback, regardless of how it is, because you already know how it's going to go. Be easy. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you for being here, bro. But y'all know how it's going to go. We say it every season. There's going to be people that come in here as Raider fans. Oh, man, the last time the Raiders had the number one pick, they got Jamarcus Russell. We might as well just pick BPA. It's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen. Don't let it deter you. We are in December, bro. I'm telling you now, in December, before the draft should come around, there's going to be fans. There's going to be all type of dumb shit that go in here and BPA because the Raiders took Jamarcus Russell and this quarterback class isn't even that good. And next year is going to be even better. Hey, guess what? It's all the same shit we heard last year, ain't it? Same exact things, bro. It's same exact things. Some of y'all don't get tired of hearing the same dribble. Do some of y'all not get tired of hearing the same shit year after year after year? Because that's all some people do, bro. Every time we talk about a quarterback, those probably 3 topics come up. Jamarcus Russell, BPA, the Raiders aren't ready, whatever the fuck the case, whatever, right? Stars got to align, volcanoes got to erupt, and all the extra shit before Raiders select their quarterback of the future. Not this year, dog. I don't care. I don't care. It's time to select it. DJ, what's the deal, bro? Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you for being here as always. Gino needs to finish out the season holding on to the ball. Exactly. Finish it out, man. You got 4 games left, man. Collect that check. That's what you're doing anyway, big dog. Collect the check, and let's get that number 1 pick, man. Now, Cheeto, fuck the CFP committee in Alabama with their 3 losses. To be honest with y'all, I probably, if you're telling me you want to get in over Alabama, I'll agree. You know what I mean? Because Alabama just looked god awful versus Georgia on Saturday. So it's like, bro, I don't want to see them get in and they look that terrible again. Their offense looks stagnant, all the extra. At least y'all ended the season off, you know what I mean, a little stronger. So, I mean, I can understand that. Now, y'all getting in over Miami, that was a different story. I didn't agree with y'all getting in over Miami, though. We talking about that. Let me see, man. Cheeto says Mendoza show. Oh, we're gonna talk about it for sure, especially when we do our show later too. We're gonna talk about it. He showed me something. He definitely showed me something. Avatar, man. GG's yesterday. Much respect to your team. Hey, if you're a Broncos fan, much respect, man. You know, y'all gonna get to the playoffs, and hopefully, you know, y'all do something with that. Look, the AFC wide open this year. This was makes me so goddamn mad as a fan because it's like, bro, the AFC is literally wide open. Chiefs suck. Ravens suck. You know what I mean? Like, Chargers are the Chargers. You know what I mean? If you're a Broncos fan, look, respect to y'all. You're 11-2, but I don't think the Broncos are all that great. You know what I mean? They don't look like no 11-2 team where I'm like, oh, dog, they're whooping people's asses. I don't feel like that. You know what I mean? And you look around, Patriots are inexperienced. It's like the whole landscape is wide open. And yet, here we are, remaining in the same goddamn position we always remain at, the bottom. So, I don't know. Who knows what it's going to change? Hopefully, though, we can start talking about some hopeful shit after this, huh? Raider Rick in the building, man. What's going on, man? Yes, I get really tired of hearing the same shit every year. Bro, it's like, when are people going to change? Okay, when are people going to change, dog? And we're going to really get into that conversation as we continue to go in, man. But hey, salute to everybody. Last but not least, let's get into talking. Shit, I forgot. Hitting quit. Hey, salute to my guy, man. Appreciate you for being here. Damn, since 79. Yeesh. Hey, yeah, you've been through everything damn near. You've been through everything damn near. So let's go ahead, bro. Let's get into some of this talk. Let's start off by preferencing 4 games left. 4 games left. You know, we got to go ahead, get the countdown like it's New Year's. All right. 4 games remaining until this terrible ass season is over. All right. And the nightmare is over. Now, a little portion of me, though, you know, I want to get these 4 games done as quickly as possible. So we know exactly what the draft order is. You feel what I'm saying? I need to know. Now, good news, right? Because we talked about all this, you know, how many games would the Raiders win and all the extra. I don't foresee us winning another game, okay? First of all, next week when we go to the Eagles, they gonna whoop our ass. That's 1. Texans, they gonna whoop our ass, right? That's 2. Okay, now the Giants, toss up. You're better if you are a Raiders fan. I don't give a fuck what it is, bro. You better be hoping we lose that game. Okay, you can call me whatever you want. Whatever fucking older Raider fan, if that makes you feel some type of way and you got pride because you want to win 1 more game, so the fuck be it. I can't help you. But what I can say is that all our rationale fans, that Giants game, we pray for a loss. You pray for a loss Because if you lose that one, now we sitting square for that number one. Right now, it's square for the number one. Now, I wouldn't mind having the number 2 pick, right? But at the end of the day, you run the risk of saying, like, all right, somebody can jump you. And, the Giants would definitely probably trade back with somebody who wants a quarterback if that was the case. You definitely do that. I mean, they don't need no quarterback, so that's a smart move. If I was the Titans, I'd do the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, you trade back. Giants, trade back. That's what you do as smart teams that already have your franchise QB. But, right, like, for our situation, you want the first so you can have your pick of the litter and say, like, all right, bro, like, I'm going to get the guy I want. So be it, right? And this is one of those draft classes where it's probably important to say, like, this is the guy I want. Like, for example, in the Jaden draft class, you know what I mean? Like, if you were in that top 3, you probably just say, fuck it. Like, it is what it is. Just take whatever. You know what I mean? If Caleb dropped, if Drake May dropped, if Jaden dropped, you just be like, all right, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take either 3. But in this one, it's only like one dude right now solidified that's probably going first round. There 2 really, but we don't know about Dante Moore. We have no idea what he's doing. We just know Fernando is going to be first round, right? So in order to select the guy you like, probably got to be first this year. Every circumstance is different every year. You probably got to be first this year to get a guy that you want as a coach, as an organization, whatever case. So 4 games left, bro. Hope you lose that Giants game. That pretty much locks it in if you do. And then, everybody was scared about that last game, right? About with the Chiefs, because everybody thought the Chiefs would be going to the playoffs and they be resting their starters. Oh, no. Ain't no resting your starters this year. No, sir. There's pride on the line, right? Because I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs or not. Either way, bro, they need that last game. You know what I mean? That last game against us, it's needed for either them to push into the playoffs or for some type of pride factor. Either way, it's going to go down. They're playing them starters is playing that week. Oh, yeah. I don't foresee us winning another game out of these 4. I don't. Which is good. Right? Which is good because that's what we need. It needs to all bottom out. It needs to all fall to the bottom. All right, for the organization, for everybody to see. Because once you're the number 1 pick, bro, like as an owner, there's no denying we're like complete ass, right? Like there's no wiggle room. We're the number 6 pick, number 7 pick, and Mark has some wiggle room to be like, maybe he can turn it around. When you're number 1, other than all, there's no denying, big dog. You fucking suck. No, you fucking suck. And so you got to do some things to change it around, bro. There's no denying. The number 1 pick means that your team is complete and utter hogwash. So this is where we are. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, you feel me? Hey, bro, I'm not a fan at all. You know what I mean? If that's what that means, then so be it. So the fuck be it. So the fuck be it. And then look, we're going to drive around the stadium after we beat the Giants, bro. Yeah, I'm going to drive around the stadium throwing fucking every alcoholic beverage I can find, dog. Everything at the stadium I can find. Because that would piss me off if we did that. Now, let's get into some real football real quick. And then, we get into that good stuff, right? We'll get into that good stuff. So, another loss. 24-17, bro. Another loss. Ugly work. If you saw my short from yesterday, I kind of detailed it, but we'll detail it more right now. Just to me, and again, this is all what I see from my lens. If you disagree, whatever the case, or if you see something else, definitely feel free to let me know in the comments. But to me, bro, just lackluster from the start. Just no heart, no will. You know what I mean? Now, of course, there's a couple outliers and a couple of players you can speak to, right? That you can be like, okay, yeah, like these dudes played well. These dudes show flashes, right? But now we're talking collectively as a team, lifeless, fucking lifeless, dog. Like you came out as soon as from the opening tip on, bro, like you could tell the game was in firm control on Denver's side. Firm control. There was never a point in that game where I felt like the Raiders could have seized control or like did anything like that. No, 0 points. From the opening snap to the final whistle, they controlled that fucking ball game, bro. Let's start. I mean, it's always easy to harp on the offensive side of the football because, I mean, it's damn near historically bad. But let's start defensively, right? Because it's easy for me to harp on the offense because there's coordinators fired, there's shit all over the place, right? It's a mess over there. Now, defensively, which is our head coach's bread and butter, right? Where you talk about that, that's where you're supposed to have some of the life, right? That's where you're supposed to have some of the shit going on. Hey, bro, they danced and fucking pirouetted up down the football field yesterday on the offensive side for the Denver Broncos. I mean, dog, I look, some of y'all we can point to some plays that were good, but as a whole, bro, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't see not 1 ounce of resistance from this defense. I mean, up and down the goddamn field, these motherfuckers skipped to their loop. I mean, just goddamn, bro. There was no resistance. You got in the red zone, right? We were better there in the red zone, for sure. Till the floodgates opened up, till the floodgates opened up, and there's only so much you can do. But, again, the Pete Carroll style of defense is always that bend but don't break type of shit. You know what I mean? But how much is that worth if you're allowing teams to score touchdowns and do these things, right? Like, how much is that worth? Now, realistically, okay, the Broncos probably only scored on offense. No, not probably. On offense, they only scored 17 points on offense, right? So, okay, you give them that. So maybe without that special teams blunder, we're having a different conversation, right? We're having a different conversation without the special teams blunder. But it's hard to ignore that, in my opinion. It's hard to ignore that because after that happened, we showed no resistance. It's the same shit like last year, bro. As soon as that special teams blunder happened, the whole life of the team was sucked away. It was over, right? There was no fight. It looked like there was no dog after that, dog. Like, we weren't stopping them in any points or fashion. In any third downs. I'm gonna look at their third down because to me, right, it looked like from watching it during the broadcast, any third down they grabbed, any big third down that they were getting, any conversion they got, right? When you really look at it, this is the thing, okay? Bo Nix, and this is what's so frustrating, and my pop said it best. Bo Nix was only 31 of 38. Well, not only, but he was 31 of 38 for only 212 yards, right? He had no touchdowns, no passing touchdowns. The reason it's so frustrating is because my pop says it best, it's death by 1,000 cuts, bro. You just let people just fucking skip all the way up and down the field, you know what I mean? And they're going to eventually put it in the end zone. And that's what the first drive, the literal first drive was a microcosm of what the whole season's been, to be honest with you. You get a couple nice little stops here and there, you know what I mean? But they're converting on third down all the way up and down the field. As soon as they get to the red zone, right? What does a Raider defense do all the time, right? They tease you. They stop them on first down. Okay, it look good. Cool. You stop them on second down. All right. We got some hope. Third down come around. Okay. Now, you actually might get them off the field. But guess what? Flag. Oh, shit. Now we back on the field. Okay, now that we back on the field, okay, the first time before the flag, you actually stopped them, right? You stopped them, and it was good. We was cool. But since the flag happened, now we got to run it back. What does Bo Nix do? He runs that shit right into the end zone like he was trying to do the previous play before the flag, right? Because before Bo Nix ran into the end zone, that very first drive for Denver, he did some stupid shit where he could have ran it into the end zone but decided to throw it out of bounds. Right? Lo and behold, they get another crack at it. What does he do? What he's supposed to do on the next play. That's what happens every time to the Raiders, bro. It always happens. That's exactly how shit's detailed, right? And literally, that's how the game played out, right? You get a couple nice stops here and there, but ultimately, you're not stopping them from converting big third downs or big conversions in the game, right? To continue on. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick, man. Real quick. Let's go Bills. Hey, I'll leave it. Y'all doing your thing. Tall Kent says tap dance, moonwalk, did the Carlton on the Raiders, even some John Travolta disco shit. I'm telling you, bro, there's no resistance. Zero. And we're talking in Pete Carroll, that's his bread and butter. We're not gonna talk about the offense first because that's easy. That's easy work, bro. Let me see, man. It's coaching. It's time for a new DC also. I agree with that, Owen Steele. Appreciate you for being here. First time seeing you. But I agree. It's time for new everything. As much as I don't think it's Patrick Graham's fault all the way. Like that's why you rarely hear me be like, oh man, Patrick Graham. I don't really think it's Patrick Graham. But it's time for him to go too, sadly. Everything got to go. Everything got to be new. Let me see, man. PG, shout out to Dutch Master. PG cannot get a 3rd and out to save his life. And I'll be honest with you. From what I just said, I'll contradict myself. For the past couple years, PG's been here. That's been a problem, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that has been a problem. As much as Pete Carroll pisses me off, PG does have a problem with these goddamn soft coverages on 3rd and longs where we continuously fucking give these up all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like some of that's PG as well. His stick, man. What's going on with you, big dog? He said, low-key Jets are a team that can move up to number 1 if we're not locked in at number 1. Yeah, nah, you ain't lying, bro. That's one of the teams, right? That is one of the teams. And I've heard Aaron Glenn might like him a nice little Fernando Mendoza. You know, he just came from a Jared Goff type of quarterback. All right. Well, he just came from Jared Goff, right? And then you would sit there and say, like, Mendoza is a Jared Goff-esque type of quarterback, a little more mobile and athletic than Jared Goff. But either way, like, I can see that. I can see the pairing. You know what I mean? So, who knows? Have faith. Raiders can lose to the Giants. Jackson Dart and the Giants defense is healthy. 100%. Oh, I'm 100%. Feeling that we're going to lose to the Giants. 100% feeling we're going to lose to the Giants. Let me see. Greg says, as a USC fan, I would take Patrick Graham as a defensive coordinator. That'd be nice there. That would be nice there for sure. So let's continue to talk about it, man. When we talk about the defense, man, just ugly. Like I said, 31 of 38 for 212 yards should tell you everything you need to know. And that's Bo Nix's stats, right? That should tell you everything you need to know about what it was, bro. They're not going downfield. They're just taking what the fucking defense gives. Taking what the defense gives, and we're continuing to play that stupid soft coverage. Stupid soft coverage, bro. I don't know, at this point, who cares when it changes? Because it's like, all the coaching staff is going through this. But either hope our next staff, right? I hope our next staff, if it's a defensive head coach or offensive guy comes in, he knows, how to look for a guy that will have an aggressive mindset on the defensive side of the football in certain situations. I like PG, but he's not too aggressive in certain situations as I would like. That's just me, right? That's me as a fan. Now, going in, right? Look. Okay, Bo Nix, we talked about that. Rushing the ball. They, 17 for 75 for Harvey. 4-yard average. 4-yard average. He didn't necessarily kill us on the ground. Right, he didn't kill us on the ground, but he was moving the chains, bro. 4-yard average. I mean, you're gonna move the chains. You know what I mean? Like, so pretty much every run he had was just a body blow, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? There was no stopping the body blows yesterday, and that's basically what it was. You know what I mean? It was slow, methodical passes and short passes down the field by Bo Nix and body blows by RJ Harvey. And when that comes, again, when you're just sitting there and they're methodically moving the goddamn ball on you, right? And it's just dink and dunk. Or, hey, man, we running 4 yards in a cloud of dust, right? Where's the goddamn fight? That's what I'm saying, bro. We was lifeless. Where's the heart? You feel what I'm saying? Like, of course, 98 gonna show that. Couple people on defense show that. Feel what I'm saying? When I'm looking at, we're gonna talk about some of the rooks in a minute, some young players. Right, it was some good performances individually, but as a team standpoint, as a head coach, why the fuck you ain't got your guys more prepared? Right? Why you come out here and you just look lifeless as a team? That's on the head coach, in my opinion. Right? That's on the head coach. So we continue to look down. Look, you got even more guys getting in on the action. Fullbacks carrying the goddamn ball for 11 yards. McLaughlin has 22 yards himself. You know what I mean? So they had a couple guys carry the ball too. So again, body blows, all equals up to 100 yards, right? So they equaled up to 100, but body blows. You look at the receiving. Cortland Sutton, 6 for 62. Okay, 6 for 62. Again, Bo Nix only had 212, bro. He wasn't necessarily killing us, but we were allowing him to kill us in certain spots. Now, Cortland Sutton had a nice little day with the rook, right? He was going against Porter. But some of the catches that Sutton had on Porter, I'm not tripping too hard off of. Again, we're going to talk about the rookies, bro, but I'm not tripping too hard off of. I actually thought Porter had a nice day for a rookie, bro. There's some things to build on with that one. And with him, I'm not mad at some of the catches that he might have given up to Sutton. Sutton's a veteran, big body receiver. You know what I mean? So you're gonna lose a couple reps, but yesterday showed me a lot with Porter. Now, I've said it since that Colts game and since earlier on in the season, bro. He needs more tick. We got something with that one, bro. I don't know if he's going to be an all-pro or whatever. I got to see it, but we got something there, bro. There's something. Pat Bryant, 4 for 32. Humphrey, 3 for 27. And you continue to look like, again, they didn't kill us. Nobody had a touchdown for them. But what really got us, you know what it was, man? What really got us was the punt return, bro. The Marvin Mims punt return was what really got us, and special teams plagues us once again, right? It plagues us once again, and we lose the game in that fashion. So put that on the head coach again. We're not prepared, and that's all defensively. So to me, bro, this defense dog walked up and down the field, bro. Dog walked up and down the field, and to me, Denver didn't capitalize on certain things. That's why I said, like, they're the most, in respect to the Denver fan that's in here, right? But we got to speak the truth, bro. They are the most wishy-washy 11-2 team I have seen in a minute since that Pittsburgh team that won like 10 games or whatever the fuck case that one year, right? They're the most fraudulent 11-2 team, bro, because they should have blown our ass out, blown the roof off the goddamn stadium. But they weren't capitalizing. They didn't capitalize. I felt like they could have capitalized way more. And Laura Rochitas brings up a great point. Let's talk about this, bro. Tackling is piss poor. Not even just poor. It's piss poor. Laura Rochitas. And at this point, right, how many weeks have we heard Pete talk about they need to narrow down on the tackling on the defensive side? If y'all still watch the pressures, bro, he continues to say that. Oh, tackling. We got to hone in. We got to do it. What the fuck are you teaching? Every week I watch Devin White fucking twirl his ass around and miss tackles. But, one tackle in the backfield for Devin White out of the 12 missed tackles he has, and everybody's excited. Like, no, bro. No. There is no tackling to speak of. Everybody just missing tackles left and right. Bro, we had, I don't know. What was it? I forget when it was. There was like a 3rd and 8 or some stupid shit like that. They throw the Broncos throw a bullshit screen, and this has to be in the second half. The Broncos throw a bullshit screen for 3rd and 8. There are literally 6 Raiders around the receiver. The motherfucker still gets the first down, bro. How? 6 people. You can't make the shit up. You can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up. It's shit. If you just like mute the sound in Raiders games, bro, in certain points, and you just throw on that fucking Benny Hill clown music, it fits perfectly. Because how the fuck is somebody escaping you on 3rd and 8 on a bullshit screen, and you got damn near 4-6 people there? Make no sense, bro. Make it make sense to me. But let's continue on, bro. Let's continue on, man. Jack in the building, man. What's going on with you, big dog? PG the one that be calling up the twins, the stunts and twists, and he needs to call more. He don't call him enough, bro. He don't call him enough. He need to call more, in my opinion. And look, when it comes to this, I'm talking about secondary wise, right? Now we can talk about all that blitzing shit as much as we want, and I still don't think he blitzes. He needs to blitz more. Now that can be Pete, sure, right? But secondary wise, bro, PG has been trash. Been trash to me. I personally don't like what he does with the secondary. I've never liked it since he's been here. It's always that soft zone shit. And this is before Pete got here, bro. Before Pete got here, it's always been that play our corners 10 yards back and still have them fucking backpedal 10 more yards. What sense that make? You know what I mean? Like, and if it's a 3rd and 5, why are we in this philosophy? It just doesn't make any sense, bro. If you're on a 3rd and 5, I want to see more press up. I want to see more aggressiveness in the secondary. Now, when it comes to the front 7, you know what I mean? Sure, we can twist, we can do all that shit, but how much is the twist and stunts worth if I'm still having my corners 30 yards off? Make no sense. Make no sense. But let me see, man. Bills fan in the house, 9-4. Look here, bro. Y'all were just scorched earth like 2 weeks ago, weren't you? As Bills fans were like scorched earth 2 weeks ago because they lost to somebody. Who the fuck did y'all lose to? Y'all the Falcons, right? Y'all lost to the Falcons. Relax, bro. It all happened. You know what I mean? Hey, we gotta stay loyal. Devin White is terrible. Yeah, he's good and terrible. That tells you they're not interested. Tackling is an effort thing. The players don't want it. It is damn near everything, though. You're right. You're 100% right. Broncos been overrated for years. I agree. Y'all let me know. Okay, so look, y'all let me know down below. Okay, and we'll talk about this then, since this is a topic. Maybe. I mean, either way, bro, he's probably going to be gone. But should PG be gone at the end of the season? But more than likely he's gone, bro. I mean, if Pete's gone, you know, everybody's getting fired up in here. Like, he's gone. To me, he's like, there's no way that you keep the whole staff. There's no way. You know what I mean? Because then we going off that bullshit again, like we always do, where we are not letting the new coach implement his scheme, his system, what he wants to do, right? So I can't do that. I can't do that. Now, let's go into talk about the offense, because we got some draft talk that we're going to get into. Now, real talk. Talking about the offense, bro, depresses me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Talking about the offense really depresses me, but we got to get into it regardless. Looking at the stats, okay? Oh, goddamn, bro. Just goddamn. Now look, okay? Yesterday, I don't know necessarily who to put it on, and y'all probably could let me know, and we could discuss this right now. But okay, 13 with, what is this? 13 for 21 with 116 yards passing, right? That's what we got from Geno Smith. That is beyond terrible, right? That's definitely not going to get it done for the amount of money he's getting paid. But then, you know, only one passing touchdown. That was to Brock Bowers in the first quarter. Okay, cool. This right here is what I want y'all to focus on. Focus on it. 10 rushes, 30 yards, right? 10 rushes for 30 yards. Now, okay, I personally thought that we were running the ball not bad yesterday. It wasn't terrible. There was room. There were a couple times I saw some holes open up. I said, oh, shit, okay, we get into the second level. All right, we get to the second level. Another rookie that played on the offensive line that looked pretty good that we'll talk about in a minute. But we get into the second level, and we just stopped running the football. Now, albeit, right, after the punt return, the coaching staff probably feels like the only way to get back into the game is to throw the ball. But shit, the Broncos, and the next thing too, since the Broncos were playing that dink and dunk type of offense, bro, they were taking major clock yesterday, bro. You look up, they would get the ball in like fucking 13, 14 minutes, and then still they would get the ball at 13, 14 minutes, and we wouldn't get that motherfucker back till 6 minutes left on the clock. You know what I'm saying? So then at that point, it's like they're running that clock. You probably feel that you got to, You probably feel that you got to go ahead and throw the ball to get back in it. But just again, you draft him 6th overall for 30 yards. 30 yards, And now what you're going to have to do with Genty as a fan base, what we're going to have to look at this as a more long-term investment, right? This got to be more a long-term investment. It's definitely, of course, definitely not for this year. This is a long-term investment for when we fix the offensive line, you get a quarterback, and there you go. Right there you go. And you get a coach and play caller, and we can go from there. But as of this year, bro, a waste. And we're gonna have to be comfortable in saying that this is a more of a long-term investment, that later on we can extend them and do these things. But as of right now, it's a waste of a pick because we're not utilizing him. He can't be utilized. He can't be used. Right. So there's that. Now, but this is the thing. Even in saying he can't be used, can't be utilized, even in saying that, bro, I still believe that, he can be a good player, though. Still can be a good player for the long term. That's why I'm saying we have to look at him as a long-term investment. For the long term, bro, he still can be a very, very good piece on here, right? Now, let's go to the receiving end. Now, we're going to get to Kenny Pickett in a minute, but I'm going to go to the receiving end real quick because more rookies contributing. You look here, Jack Besh, 6 for 50. And this is the first time the motherfucker doesn't get 12 snaps in the game, right? This is the first time where he finally gets to sit there and play more and more, has a more percentage of snaps, and he gets 6 for 50. Right now, I'm always in a constant battle with my TRS brethren, with Severe, with Chris, with Leo, and we'll talk to Leo later. All of them. Because they just, they think Besh is hogwash. He's dog water, right? They just think he's garbage. Shrimp tempura, as one of my guys have put it. But honestly, bro, I'm the only one. I don't share the sentiment. I just do not share the sentiment, bro. When I watch this man, he has some game, bro. Am I sitting here telling you that this motherfucker is going to be an all-pro, Pro Bowler? I'm not telling you that. No. But what I am sitting here saying is he's not. I think he can be a good player, bro. I think he can be one of those very consistent players, right? And some of what we saw yesterday is some of what I think he can do more of going into the future, bro. Getting those tough catches over the middle. You know what I mean? And being able to move the chains, do these things, right? I think we can even expand his role as we go, but I personally think he got some game to him. Now, him being our leading receiver, you could say it's malpractice because Bowers is that type of player where Bowers probably needs 10 receptions. But we got to understand, right? Like, Bowers is a tight end, bro. He's a tight. At the end of the day, as much as he is, he can do wide receiver things, Bowers to the core is a tight end. You feel what I'm saying? So he's going to do tight end things. We need somebody on the outside. To produce. Now, Jack Besh is going to continue to do that, I believe. And I still think we need to get, a big body, athletic type of receiver. You know what I mean? Like, maybe think of Carnell Tates or who else in the draft? Maybe think of Jordan Tyson, maybe. But these are first round picks. So, you continue on, I believe Denzel Boston from Washington. Like, there are guys, right? There are guys you can continue to look at and be like, these are the type of like frames and receiver that would pair well with Besh, with Tucker, right? As the deep threat. But as of right now, you know what I mean? I just think we need one more receiver to complement it, but I don't think Besh is trash. I don't. Never have thought that. And I'll be the only one on the hill. Now, at this juncture, that's another rookie. Now, look, if y'all counting, that's 3 rookies we done talked about already, right? Keep that number in mind. 3 rookies we've talked about in Darian Porter. Played well, right? Okay. Caleb Rogers. Played well. Okay. Jack Besh, leading receiver. Played well, right? Okay. Interesting. That's 3. All right, Genty, as much as, we're not going to say he played well, but we do understand what the circumstance is. And then from there, I think, I've said it, I think he's going to be a good player going forward. So then, speaking of that, that's 4 rookies that we can say, something to build on, right? Interesting. So we keep that number in mind. All right. Now, nothing to talk about here and all the extra categories. Tucker only had 2 for 24. Lockett again, 3 for 41. Lockett's going to eat. As long as Geno's in, Lockett is going to eat. That's going to happen. So, and shout out to, Shedrick Jackson, man. That 1 for 25, the touchdown. Nice little touchdown reception. Like that. You know what I mean? That was nice. Now, let's talk about who threw it. Kenny Pickett. Albeit, bro, this is garbage time. Okay? This is garbage time throws, garbage time shit he was in. But 8 for 11 for 97 yards, a touchdown, bro. The offense just looked a little more efficient with him in. He just to me, he looked more decisive. Now, albeit it was garbage time, like I just said, but it just looked like he was more willing to say, I'm getting rid of the football. I'm getting rid of the football, right? So if our drop back is a 3-step drop back, bro, he's 1, 2, 3. I'm getting rid of that ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, I'm getting rid of the football. And that's why the throw to Jackson looks so pretty. Shit, he hit that back foot, bro. He let that thing go. You know what I mean? And that's things with Geno that we have not seen. You know what I mean? Things with Geno that we rarely have seen with Geno. So, you know what I mean? When you saw Pickett in there, and that's why that throw to Jackson looked so good, and certain things were looking different, is because I believe, he was hitting his back foot and just letting it go. He wasn't holding on to the ball. He's not patting the ball for a different look. He's letting it go to the read or whatever's there. You know what I mean? So, I'm definitely not mad at what Pickett is doing. I got to hear some more. I haven't seen any pressure, any pressure things of that nature. Haven't seen it. So I don't know what Pete has said about Geno. Last I've heard is that Geno was looking good. As far as he's avoided major injury, right? Now I do want to talk about something, because it is funny. Pete did come out here and say, like, oh man, we need the fans, bro. We need the fans support. We need the fans to pray for our guy Geno so he gets healthy. I told y'all, and Cheeto, you was in here with me, bro. I told y'all when he flipped y'all off that first time, y'all shouldn't give a fuck, bro. Pete don't give a fuck about the fans, bro. He don't care, right? In one breath, he has his guy, which is Geno, flipping us off, all of us, right, at the game, and just flipping all of us off, right? And then in the next breath is going to tell y'all, pray for him, man. You know what I mean? We need the fan support, dog. We need the fan support. That's how you should know he don't give a fuck. He don't care, bro. He didn't care when he flipped y'all off. He didn't care then. He definitely don't care now, right? There's none of it, bro. As soon as they came out with that bullshit statement, after he flipped them off and said, oh man, we're gonna have a serious talk with Geno. Like, this is fucking high school. Like, we going to the principal's office. Stop it. Right? Stop it. That just tell, if you ain't fine him no money, and what I tell you, Cheeto, how much money did Geno get fined for the flip? Tell me. Let me know. Did it affect his pockets at all? That should tell you. That should tell you right there, bro. If this man didn't get fined, no money was taken out of his pockets, he's probably not gonna get fucking, you're not gonna get suspended for some shit like that. But nothing happens. Nothing should let you know right there. That should let you know right there. But okay, continuing on. L11, man, says Kenny Pickett's internal clock is on point, and he was given more wide receiver opportunities to catch the ball compared to Geno. 100%, bro. 100%. Just give him more opportunity, man. Being more on rhythm, being more on time. I mean, shit, that's what we've been asking for from our starting quarterback, and just we not getting it. Kenny Pickett was garbage time. No, Best played the entire game. What are you talking about? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, y'all just be hating, dog. Y'all just be hating for no reason. So Best only played in the fourth quarter. That's it. That's all he did. That's what I'm saying, bro. This man played the entirety of the 4 quarters, bro. Don't. And again, if he has 6 catches, and I would like to know if he has 6 targets. Right? Did he have 6 targets? How many? Because again, I've yet to see Best drop a ball. Every time Cheeto watches Trey drop something, he immediately is in the group chat and saying Trey sucks. I've yet to see a drop. I've yet to see it. Thornton drops hella balls. Everybody drop hella shit. Even Bowers didn't drop shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But here we are, right? Your boy gets 6 for 50, and that shit is it's ass. It's ass. I just don't understand, bro. What second round receiver is doing so godly right now that we like, man, if only. There's none. There is none. No second round receivers is doing shit. Even later round. I seldom heard later round receivers doing hella shit. Who's almost getting 1,000 yards right now as a later round receiver? Right as a rookie right now. Who's doing it? Don't see it. Don't see it. So we can get mad and all this extra, right? We can do these things. I don't know, bro. Sometimes I feel like shit can be misplaced. That's just me, bro. That's just me. Now, I could be wrong. He could come out here next year and just be dog water. We talking about Jack Besh. Jack Besh can come out here and just be dog water. But who knows, right? Who knows? Now, let's talk about something that's really gonna perk the ears up, right? Something that's gonna perk the ears up, bro. There's hope. There's hope through the bullshit, bro. There is hope. Yes. And hey, everybody say what's up to my guy, man. My guy in the building, say what's up to everybody. Definitely don't hear that. But there's hope. We got something through it, bro. Why do I say that? Draft pick. It's looking lovely. Now, right now, we're going to go ahead and show y'all something that just looks beautiful. Right now, Tankathon, everybody has us as the number 2 pick in the NFL draft right now. Right now, we are the number 2 pick in the NFL draft. How beautiful that sound to you? That right there, bro. I mean, you get the pick of the litter, right? Not only there's reasons why you want that other than a quarterback, though, right? Other than a quarterback, there are reasons you say, I definitely want a number 1 pick, a number 2 pick, however the case, right? So as it stands right now, we're going to look at some of these posts real quick and see where some of the media pundits have us, right? See where some of the media pundits have us. So, and you can hear my guy. Looking right now, bro, okay? Looking to see what we have. If you look at this mock draft here, if we sit at 2 and we remain at 2, and this is why some people say it's very important for them to have the number 1 pick, right? Because as you can see from this mock draft, we're jumped. We get jumped, right? If everything remains the way it is, we get jumped, and Fernando is the number 1 pick by the Jets, which I could see. Again, I've heard rumblings that Aaron Glenn likes Fernando. Coming from Jared Goff and having that style of quarterback, you can see the Aaron Glenn and Fernando pairing, right? That could work. But we stay pat. We get Dante Moore, which, albeit, I'm not mad at all. I'm not sitting here saying anything. I'm going to celebrate, right? We'll get up in here. We'll celebrate. We damn near might have a 3-hour live, boy. We're going to be loaded up in here, man. We're going to be loaded up in here. We get this quarterback. But if the draft falls in this order, in this fashion, okay? The draft fall in this order and fashion, how are y'all feeling? Okay, what do y'all feel on this? For me, bro, that's where I'm at, Greg. Look, Jets jumping, whatever. But if the Jets want to trade all that capital for Fernando Mendoza, I'll gladly let them do that. And I will gladly take Dante Moore, because usually in those scenarios, the team that takes the quarterback second usually wins the deal. Right? Like, if you look in history of the NFL, bro, teams that usually trade up to the first overall pick and do all that, it's very slim where it like works out, and that's the guy. Where it turns out like the second quarterback taken usually is the more successful. So I wouldn't be mad at it at all. Not mad at all. I think that Dante Moore would be a beautiful pick for us, man, and we continue on. Dominique gives me the thumbs up. That's what the fuck I'm talking. Hey, I'm telling you, boy, we go party up in here, Neek. We go party, man. So if we get a quarterback, bro, the live is going. Shit, we might do all night. Who knows, boy? We might be here all night. We get a quarterback. God damn, hold on. This boy touching things. I hope he just muted my stuff. Hopefully he didn't just mute everything else. Hold on. Nah, but we definitely this man, mama just dumped him in here and just ran off, huh? That see, hey, look, when you're parenting, anybody that got your wife and all that shit, sometimes I do it sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, but you know how you just drop the baby off, you just run the fuck off, huh? Nah, not in this instance. We're not doing this today. No sirree. No sirree. But Ray, yeah, no, real talk. We getting in, we getting in. But I'm happy. I'm happy with this selection. You know what I mean? We get it in and we do these things. We get the quarterback, we celebrate. We do what we're supposed to do. Now, you know, this is the conversation that I really do want to have. Now, L11, real quick. Jets had 5 scouts at one of those Indiana games. I think it was after the Oregon game. Yeah, bro. I've heard a lot that they really like this man. They like Fernando. Who knows? You know, they got the capital to do what they want to do. That's the dog. You can't bite me like this, man. But yeah, he got the capital to do what they want to do. So coming from there, bro, you stop. Hey, this man to learn how to fake cough, it's over. But now going into the conversation I really want to have, right? Okay. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about Fernando? How y'all feel about Fernando? What quarterbacks do we like? What quarterbacks do we like in this draft that will excite us? Right now, I asked the question because when it comes to my guy Mike, right? Shout out to my guy Mike. He is adamantly saying, bro, he will detest it if the Raiders select Fernando Mendoza because he doesn't believe that he's a franchise quarterback, right? And that's his words. Now, I'll let him come on and explain his own truth if that's what he so chooses to do. But from what I says, right, from what I've heard from him and just surmise it, my boy Mike don't think you're a franchise quarterback. Now, from a lot of people's standpoint, after they heard that post-game interview, right? After he heard that post-game interview, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't know about this guy, right? I don't know about this guy. How do y'all feel? Let me know. How do y'all feel? But real talk, how do y'all feel about Mendoza? Okay? How do y'all feel about Mendoza there? I look, a lot of people, as soon as they heard they goddamn post game, they said, nah, we gotta take him off the board, bro. We gotta take him off the board. And maybe it was the vibes. I mean, I could play it for everybody if that was the case, man. And y'all can determine if y'all ain't seen it and y'all want me to play it. Let me know down below. If I get enough yeses, then yeah, I'll play it. But let me know, bro. Man, appreciate you, big dog, man. Man, getting bigger every day, man. They do have a few picks to do it. And talking about move up. Dominique, I love Mendoza. Okay. Mitch Wren says the Titans are open to trading Ward and taking Fernando at 1. Fuck no. There's no way, bro. No goddamn way. If they did that, that'd be so stupid. I'd take Cam Ward in a heartbeat. Heartbeat. I'm good with either Moore or Mendoza. I read that backwards, but whoever the organization thinks gives them a better chance to win a Super Bowl or some Super Bowls. Mike says, bro, talk like he AI generated. It's the vibe he gives off. It's the vibe he gives off. I'm with Mike. He's not a game changer. This is the thing. If you really look at it, I'm trying to choose my words carefully. If you really look at it, bro, I don't know. I might have to watch Dante Moore a little bit more. But as far as Fernando, no, he's definitely not a game changer. I'll give you that. He's not. He's a high-level game manager. High-level game manager. But at the same time, bro, I saw a stat.
where this motherfucker is 22-0. 22-0 in the red zone. And what do the Raiders need desperately? Desperately. You say what you want, bro. That stat right there, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful fucking stat, bro. If you can, if we had a quarterback right now, that was 22-0 in the red zone, we'd be ready to build this motherfucker statue. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. A little portion of me, I get you. I get that. But at the same time, bro, like we ain't even had high-level game manager and I don't know how long. So it's like, is what it is. It's hard for me, bro, for as shitty as we've been to like turn my nose up at something. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally, bro. Me personally. Like, I get what you're saying, but it's like, if we're not going, say if Moore goes back to school, right? Sorry, just all you left with. Mendoza is safe, but plan B is QB Cole Payton in the 6th round. Be real. Mendoza's safe. Dante Moore is more of a risk, you would say, because he has less than 20 starts, or he only has 20 starts. So he's more of a risk, but he's only 21 years old. So he's more of a reward if he ends up working out, right? Probably Dante Moore has a way higher ceiling than Fernando Mendoza if he ends up working out, right? So that it just depends how you want to play it. He said, please play it. Yeah, it was corny, but he's young. Nah, hey, look, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play it because I think people need context. You need context onto what we're talking about, what we're seeing. All right. Hold on. Wait. Yeah. Let's play this here real quick. Hold on. Hey, bro, this was funny. My boy Severe said something yesterday that had me crying, bro. Like he always like this dude do be acting like he crying, but like no tears come out, and it's always like he spikes emotions. It'd be high emotions at one point, and then he like goes right back to being calm and shit like the next second. Like that, it is kind of weird though. But we will play for the people. I mean, how do all right, now, I don't look for me, bro. Like for me, it's definitely nerdy. It's definitely nerdy. But like, if that's going to like be your determining factor to be like, oh man, I can't draft this dude. Like, I don't know. Like for me personally, this is why I said we can't make this assumption now because there are things that you have to research and you have to go back and look. How was he received at Cal? Why did he transfer at Cal? People say this is corny. These are these things. We can think that, but if he in the locker room, what does his locker room people think about him? Right? What do the teammates say? Is he like that with them? Do they think he's corny? Do they think it's superficial? What's the word? Right? What's the word? So I definitely need to do more research on that. You would have to understand it and be like, all right, look, how does his teammates receive this motherfucker? What's the deal when it goes to that? And then but see, this is the next thing, bro. This is the next thing. Hold on. Now what T Leon is saying, bro, he's first round worthy. There is I don't see any inkling where this man's not a first round pick. I don't see it. Now, is he a flashy ass first round pick? That's the thing, bro. Like, if everybody wants Caleb Williams, everybody wants this and that. It's just not that type of year, bro. No, he's not flashy. He's not. But he's a first round dude, 100% to me. I definitely see first round dude. Now, first overall, we can go back and forth, right? We can go back and forth. In other years, no, hell no. No, in other years that we're talking about quarterbacks, no. No Joe Burrow years and all that extra. No, like, of course not. No, he's not. But this is 2026. Is he damn near a first or second round pick in 2026? And that's the question that we have to ask. I don't see. Oh, and shout out. What's going on? What's going on, ECG? He said, I don't see how from Cal to now learning Mike Shanahan's system that you say he's not an NFL QB. Yeah, bro. A little portion of me. I went back and watched some of the Cal shit. He's definitely improved, right? He's definitely improved. So I will say that I need to go back and watch more. So I'll be upfront and be like, I haven't watched all that much of Cal. But as far as like what he's done in Indiana, you know, he got the traits, bro. I mean, he got the traits. And I will give him this. This is for me. He a little more, and this is going off my assessment, bro. This is going off what I view and how I'm looking at him, bro. Like, if you view a different way, so be it. But for me personally, right, like, again, I don't think he's the most flashiest. If it's up to me and you're telling me, like, all right, right now, run down, gun to your head, bro. Which one are you taking? You taking Dante Moore? You taking Fernando Mendoza? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take Dante Moore, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to take Dante. But if the Raiders were to select Fernando Mendoza, I am not going to sit up here and get mad at the motherfucker that he was selected, right? Because, again, I'm not looking at it. This is not like I'm like, oh, man, Daniel Jones, right? I'm not looking at that, right? This is not that type of year where I'm like, oh, man, this is a fucking Daniel Jones type of dude, and we're, like, projecting shit. We're hoping, you know what I mean? Like, or this is Anthony Richardson, and, like, we see all this athletic traits, but we're, like, projecting and hoping he can get to this. Like, the dude has refined skill already. Right? That honestly skill that can still even be developed even further, right? In what he can do as of right now. So I see that. Okay. Good frame, of course, 6'5", the over 2 something, you know what I mean? So he has the good frame. What I was worried about and what I really wanted to see in that Ohio State game, because everybody talks about the nerdy shit. Okay. Everybody talks about the nerdy shit and all this and that. I wanted to see the toughness and I wanted to see the athleticism. All right. A lot of people are not talking about how he got his ass lit the fuck up at that beginning of that game, dog. I mean, destroyed at the beginning of that fucking game, bro, by that DN and from Ohio State. Hey, he nerdy in the motherfucker after the games, post game, whatever the fuck, bro. But when I watch him during the games, right? Everybody, and this is the thing. If we're starting the evaluation by like, oh man, these post games, stop it. Okay. During the games, when I watch him, I don't see that nerdy shit. I'm just being real with you, right? I'm just being real with you. You can say what you want, disagree if you want, but I see it. Okay, post game, yeah, it's all that. But that nerdy shit kind of disappeared when he started playing. I'm gonna be real with you. I've seen it multiple times, bro. That nerdy shit kind of go away a little bit. He got a little look on his face. So I'm like, okay. And that last throw, hey, say again, disagree. But the very last throw, he got some onions on him. Pause, but hey, he got some shit, right? So a lot of quarterbacks taking that safe throw. You don't trust your guy. I'm gonna take that safe underneath throw. It's game on the line, and we trying to beat Ohio State, and I'm gonna throw that throw right on the sideline right there. I like that. Not mad at it, right? Not mad at it. Let me see. Now, let me look. We need something to really compete with that. Who? This is my thing, Mike. What has Justin Herbert won? Zilch. We both don't think Bo Nix is good. Regardless of how much Bo Nix runs around, we both don't think he's good. Right? And Patty Mahomes is Patty Mahomes. We just happen to have the fucking greatest quarterback of our era in our division. Sucks for fucking us. But at the end of the day, bro, like, it's like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You look at over there in the Lions division. Jared Goff holds no athletic candle to Jordan Love nor Caleb Williams. Even if you want to look over there, damn, I forgot the name. It escapes me. But either way it goes, bro, he holds no athletic candle, right? But they winning. I don't know. Now, Jared Goff has a little bit of oomph to him. I'll give you that. Jared got a little bit of oomph to him, where he got some fuck you to him. But that maybe I don't see a little bit with Fernando. I'll give you that. Now, again, I just sat here and prefaced all this by saying, if you ask me, gun to my head, who am I taking, Dante Moore or Fernando Mendoza, I'm probably taking Dante Moore. I'm going to lean Dante Moore. But, again, this is me saying, if he was selected, I'm not going to sit up here and be mad about it. I am just not going to sit here and be mad about it. And it makes it easy for me because I already know what the fuck we need to do if we pick Mendoza. It makes it clear. You better get a fucking offensive line. You better get an offensive line. You better have a goddamn run game. And that's all you need. If Moore goes back to school, I would take a blue chip defensive player like a Ruben Bain Jr. Or Arvell Reese. Okay, so this is my thing, Greg. And of course, when I say this, it's all respect. But when people tell me this now, what's your plan at quarterback? What are you doing? Well, what are we doing? Who are you selecting at quarterback? And I need realistic solutions. Don't sit here and tell me, and I know you're not going to do this, but for everybody else, don't sit here and tell me like next year's quarterback class is going to be good and all this extra. We've already talked about this. Y'all said that last year. I need better solutions. Better solutions. But when? Are you trading up to do that? Because I don't even know if we got the capital to do that. That means you're probably giving up capital to move up to Mayava. So you're giving up probably a second-round pick, right? You giving up a second-round pick. Probably have to give up another first-round pick as well to move back up, whatever the case. So you do that, okay? So I don't know. Last three throws, yeah. Yeah. Who? You talking about Fernando? Nah, no way. We ain't talking about the same person. We ain't talking about the same person, man. He got that Urkel gene. I think he might do, bro. He might do. And look, DJ, I ain't gonna be mad at that. Tom did it, right? As much as I detest Tom right now, Tom did it all his career, bro. He played that all shucks role till his ass got on that field and started talking like he was I ain't gonna say the word I'm looking at, but either way, bro, he started talking spicy, right? Tom got on that field, got to talking spicy. Now I'm not saying he's Tom. Don't even say that. That's what you hear, Coach. That's what you're hearing. Yes, sir. Hey, boy. Don't let me find out. Boy. Shit. Yes, sir. Easy call. If that's the case. Hey, shit. No, real talk. If that's the case, then keep his ass away from Vegas. Oh shit. My boy, Dre, man. You almost got blocked, big dog. You almost got blocked for this comment right here. Cade? Nah, bro, not Cade, man. Cade is I can't stand Cade, bro. I really can't. He's trash to me. He just sucks. Everybody was like crowning him like the other years and shit. And they're like, oh, he's gonna be the guy. I never saw that shit with Club Dick ever. But yeah, I detest this man. I don't. It ain't nothing personally against him. It's just like, bro, I just never saw it. Let me see. Yep. You know, Coach. They said it. Remember last year? Same time last year, Coach. We was right here, bro. Everybody was like, man, bro, fuck all. You don't need no damn Shador. 364, by the way. You don't need no damn Shador. Oh, fuck Shador. He sucks, right? Oh, you just wait till next year when all them quarterbacks come out next year, 26. Oh, we gonna have one then. Where are they? Who? Not listening to nobody, bro. Stop it. Do your own evaluation. Evaluate the players and look to your own football eye. If you determine as a football analyst of yourself, right? At the end of the day, it is what it is, right? If you determine from your football eye that player is a good player, then so be it, right? I'm not going to listen to everybody, oh, this class is better, whatever, right? Because if I would have listened to even some of y'all that's up in this chat, Shador's ass, then why is he throwing for 364 yesterday? You can say it's against the Titans. Oh, the Titans suck. What did Geno throw against the Titans? Let me know. Tell me. I would love to know. Right, what was Geno's stats? That's shit I'm talking about, bro. Some of you Raider fans up in here, bro, it's hilarious. Hilarious. Because when we talked about Shador and maybe doing shit like that and maybe selecting quarterback last year, this whole conversation still came up. Next year, bro, you'll have Klubnik. You're going to have Drew Aller. You're going to have all these guys, bro, that come out. Nussmeier, even though I did like Nussmeier. But either way, he went off the cliff. You're going to have all these guys. Oh, bro, Shador's a 5th-round guy. He fucking sucks. He can't even play over Dylan Gabriel. He can't even do these things. Dog, it baffles me, bro. Baffles me. That's the shit I'm talking about, bro. Now, best believe. This is the year where I'm not hearing it. You listen to it, you do your evaluation, determine if you think this guy can be a dude going forward. Go from there, bro. Go from there. It is what it is. Hey, Mike, but bro. Remember, we were idiots, though. We were idiots. Remember? How dare you, bro? How dare we like this man? Nepotism is why he was good. Remember? Let me see. So now look at, man. Klubnik had a slow start, but he played a lot better down the stretch. I just don't trust him, bro. I don't trust him. He makes decisions during games that just make me scratch my head. I can't trust him for 4 quarters. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a couple throws in there from Klubnik that you just like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, and sadly enough, that's a lot of the quarterbacks in here. You know, that a lot of people did like. You know what I mean? I even like Nussmeier going in, but he has some of that too, where he made some throws this year. You like, what? You know, like, what's going on here, bro? So it's bad news. You know what I mean? It's bad news. So right now you only got 2 guys. Yeah, 100%. 100%. There's only 2 dudes right now in the draft class that don't make me feel like that. And two, look, as much as Mike, he's my 3rd guy right now, as far as Mayava. I do like Mayava. He's my 3rd. But even him, he has a couple throws, bro, where you'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? He does. And you can't sit there and tell me he don't. You can't sit there and tell me he don't, bro. As far as decision making and all the extra, right? As far as decision making and all the extra, there's a couple times your boy Mayava will make a decision and throw a nasty pick, throw it into double coverage, and do these things. But he ain't Mahomes. He's not Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? If you're Mahomes, sure. But he's not Mahomes. You can't do these things. And sometimes he would do these shits in crucial situations, right? Like now, in his stat line, he don't have all them picks. I watched some of them games. He was throwing in double coverage and shit. What? Oregon game, right? That Oregon game, his decision making was all over the place, bro. All over the place. He's not as much as I do like him. He's not as refined as Mendoza, bro. As much as we do like, he's not. And that's a sad reality, right? That's the sad reality. Now, for me, now look, I'm saying based if we get a Bain Jr. or Arvell Reese, I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. I'm gonna be on the fucking. I'm not on the Arvell Reese train, bro. I'm not on it. As much as everybody is telling me he's this guy, he's this athletic freak, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. I'm taking Ruben Bain 10 out of 10 over Arvell Reese. You say what you want. Bro. I'm not on that train that a lot of people are on, calling him like this generational prospect. Like, I don't see that. I literally do not see that. I see everybody like, oh, Micah Parson-esque. Where? Boy, hey, quiet as a church mouse against Indiana on Saturday. Quiet as a church mouse. All right, you feel me? If all I know is this. I've watched a lot of Ohio State, a lot of goddamn Miami this year. Ain't gonna be no 4 quarters where Ruben Bain is quiet. Tell you that right now, bro. Ain't gonna be no 4 quarters where I don't feel that presence. Right now, Arvell Reese, on the other hand, there's some times, bro, where there'll be some disappearance, and especially in the championship game. I can't be having to be a APB, bro. I cannot have an APB for my most impactful guy on defense in a championship game. Now, we have some times, you know what I mean? We have some time to rectify that, right? You know, with the playoffs. But the thing that always scares me with Raider fans, too, no more this is where I'm at with Raiders, too. No more fucking tweeners. Stop the tweener shit. Stop the tweener shit, bro. I'm tired of the Raiders taking guys that may play one position and then play this position here. No, bro, no more. Take the guy that plays the assigned position, right? We are not that type of defense. We are not that type of organization that can just take a chess piece and move them all around. We can't do that. Seahawks can fuck around and do that like a Mike McDonald. He took that Eamon right, this year. Look what he can do with him. It's good coaching. We move him around. We have him. What good coaching do we have? No. If it's up to me, bro, I'm taking Ruben Bain. I don't feel that presence from Arvell Reese like everybody else be saying. Now, I might be wrong, and he might be that guy, depending on wherever he goes, right? But if you're just going to tell me that, oh, let's take Arvell Reese and just line him up next to Max Crosby, I don't like that, personally. I would much rather say, let's take Ruben Bain and line him up there because I'm much more confident in what Ruben Bain can do. Much more confident. Let me see. Now, he says Miami has the highest QBR right now in college. Nebraska was his worst game with 67 QBR-wise. Oregon was his top 3 game for him. QBR measures turnover-worthy plays, and he's been almost perfect. I don't know, bro. I don't know. For me, when I see him, dog, there are some times, bro, where he throws some throws where I'm like, all right, I don't know about that. His second left in the season, nah, bro. But this is what Raider fans want him as. Raider fans want this man as an edge. He's not a fucking edge, bro. And I'm not taking no off-ball linebacker, right? With a top 2 pick? Y'all would take an off-ball linebacker at a top 2 pick? No, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm taking Bain, bro. I'm taking that. I'm taking Bain. Now, so are we sitting here saying that Mayava is better than Fernando Mendoza right now? That's what we're saying? Or ECG, is that what you're saying too? Is that what a lot of people are saying? Right now, as far as the NFL goes, and you're an NFL evaluator, right? You're an NFL evaluator. You are going to be taking Jaden Mayava over taking the Fernando Mendoza. That's what you would do? Now, I'm just asking. Because I don't, I definitely want to get opinions. You know what I mean? I'm asking everybody. You know what I mean? That go for everybody. He's not Micah, bro. He's not Micah. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. A lot of people keep saying this, bro. He's not Micah. Arvell Reese is not no fucking Micah Parsons, bro. I don't see that. Let me see. So Mike says yes, he thinks Mayava will have a better career in the league than Fernando Mendoza. Who else? Fernando over Mayava right now. Mayava needs another year. He starts hot and finishes slow. And that's my problem with him anyway. I've told Mike, I've told you this multiple times, bro. Mayava needs another year. As much as he's going to go, he needs another year. And he cannot play. If he gets drafted, he cannot play first year, bro. He cannot play first year. If he does and we draft him, that's the thing. If he plays first year, we're gonna fuck the development. And that's kind of the issue. And I kind of say that with Dante Moore too. If we get Dante Moore, but him, I'm a little more confident. But I'll be real with you. Fernando's probably not sitting. I would like him to sit. He's probably not sitting. But Dominique Mendoza for sure. My boy Dre, no. I see some bad plays on USC offense, but how many of those bad plays are on Lincoln Riley's coaching decisions? I don't know. You'd have to ask probably Mike about that because Lincoln Riley, I think he's a pretty good offensive play caller. I don't know about head coach, but offensive play caller, yeah. Regardless who would he draft, they got to sit. Not mad at the sentiment. Unless you were to sit there and say like this is the guy, then that's Fernando's the guy. If their goal is to have somebody play day one, they're probably gonna pick Fernando. They probably gonna pick Fernando. Let me see. Best edges in the draft for David Bailey and Romello Height. Interesting. Are they first round guys? Or you think they second round guys? I don't even want to show that. Can't show that. LR calls some bullshit times. Oh, he definitely does. So look, hey, this is where, I'm kind of mad because Mayava's not playing another game. I don't know. Y'all play a bowl game? Is like, if that was happening, if that's the case, then yeah, we get to see Mayava in the bowl game. Next thing is this, like, the resumes continue to get stacked when it comes to Fernando, Dante Moore, shit, even Ty Simpson. And we ain't talked about Ty Simpson because, I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. This last month for Ty been a little ugly. Now, I don't think it's all his fault, but it's been ugly. It's been ugly. So he probably gonna have to go back, right? He might have to go back the way it's looking. If Ty, I don't know, like maybe Ty, because I know they got that Keelan Russell over there shit for Alabama. So how much can Ty go back? Who knows? What's the word there? But he's definitely not ready for no NFL action. Hell no. So that's that's disappointing. But even for him, he's in the playoffs. He got a chance to stack the resume, bro. So with Mayava and all that, we got one more game, bro. We got one more game. I like me some Cassius Howell too, bro. I don't know why. I do like me some Cassius Howell. That's more of a. I know Cassius to me kind of more of a second round kind of guy. Later, not no first, but I do like me some Cassius. Let me see, but if he now these second round guys at edge, at D tackle, that's what we're gonna look at heavily. I feel like we should. You better not be talking about no goddamn Salter. No goddamn Salter's booty cheeks. But look, it's a lot to get into. Okay, a lot to get into, but I don't want to get into everything right now because we're going to have another show later on, State of the Nation, man, with my guy Cheeto, and we're going to talk about some rumors. We're going to go deeper and give a deeper dive into the rookie play and why that makes Pete Carroll look worse than what he already does, right? It looks worse. The performances by the rookies yesterday should cement to you that Pete Carroll's definitely not coming back. We're definitely going to talk about more of the rookies, what they did, watch a little bit of them, and some rumors as well from the rumor mill that we're hearing around draft picks, around the Raiders. We're going to talk about what Diana Rossini said and ultimately why it reflects bad on not only, Pete Carroll and everybody, but Tom Brady as well, right? And everything reflects. Now, hey, look, you ain't got to tell me. Bro. I fully watch I've been watching a lot of Alabama's games, bro. Like, if it ain't for Ty Simpson, bro, they probably got more than 3 losses. But wait a minute. You saying something to me right now. Is Darian Mensah thinking about declaring? You're not the first time. This is not the first person I've heard about, saying his name and shit. Is he actually thinking about declaring? I thought Darian Mensah was going to stay one more year. I was just already cemented, like he's just going to go one more year, probably be a higher draft pick next year. But, hey, if he is thinking about declaring, hey, y'all, hold up now. Hey, we might have another one in the mix. I'm going to be real with you, Mike. If Mensah declares, bro, drop the Mayava talk instantly. I was about to say, bro, if he declares, bro, drop that Mayava talk instantly. I'm on this late round. Yeah, see, I don't think he comes out. He shouldn't. Probably shouldn't, because next year he's gonna be even higher position. You feel what I'm saying? But if he decides to, because of the weak quarterback class and shit, I could see it. Yeah, I dropped it. He's my 3 immediately. My one question I got on Mendoza is, how good is he if he plays on a team with a bad defense? Can he still win games against top competition? We're going to check that out, bro, because he's not going to be able to, he's going to probably have to score points against some of these teams that he's going to play. So we'll see there, man. But appreciate everybody, man. Real quick before we get out of here, you know what we're going to do before we do get out of here? Hit him with the... Real quick, man, what's the rundown, man? Of course, we talk about it. Raiders took the L 24-17. Not a bad thing, though. Needed it. Now we're number 2 overall. Now to really hone in on the quarterback talk, and we can really, really talk about who we select and what we do with this top selection. Not only that, we can start preparing for head coaches who we can look at. after this week, I was waiting. But after this week, we're going to have our big show, right? And we're going to talk about head coaches, who is going to be available, who we can look at, because, you know, towards the end of the season, that's when coaches start making it known. They want head coaching positions. They want these things and all the extras. So we're going to let it be known there who we like, who we want, right? Who would be a good fit going extra. And then look, depending on whoever the head coach is with their offensive scheme, that would let you know what type of quarterback they can lean to, what type of offensive scheme they would lean to, right? Everything makes it easy. So again, we're going to talk about that. We got State of the Nation coming up 2:00 Pacific time. Make sure y'all keep your notifications on, keep your bells on, right? Because when we go live on that show, we're going to be talking about the rumors, more of the rookie carousel that makes Pete Carroll look bad, and just a lot of more Raider rumors that we may have heard in the meantime, man. So keep your notifications on for that. Until then, you already know what I say every time, man. We keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on a Raider Rundown. Very good talk today. Appreciate all of y'all for tapping in, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new and you're feeling what you're hearing, man. Hey, last I checked, what I see, we at 2940. 2940. Y'all know what that means, boy. Y'all know what that means. We are very close. That means 60 away. 60 away. And last time, let me really check. Oh, this say 2950. So yeah, now y'all know what this means. 2950, 50 more away from our 3K goal, bro. 50 more away from the 3K goal. Once we hit that, we're gonna have a nice big live. We're gonna give some jerseys away. We're gonna do it big on that one. But until then, man, keep hitting the subscribe button. Keep hitting the like button. Appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all a little later on for State of the Nation. Till then, be safe. I'm gonna see y'all.